So this is like midday right now. Like it's not even close to like the day being over. It's only like 1 p.m. But I'm making a video because I'm bored. I have no other classes for today. And so I just figured I'd make a video talking about my last 2 weeks, which are coming up. I have the rest of the today, obviously Saturday and Sunday, but today marks 14 days left on the dot. Even though technically I leave Saturday, it's 14 days from now that like I'm officially like done, pretty much. Because my final Saturday will be some training and stuff, but it's not like I'm actually participating in the gym, really. Friday is my last, weekday. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about this week. I've done 8 training sessions in 3 days. That's a pretty fair amount. It's about 2.3 training sessions a day. And then this Sunday I'll do Muay Thai private. So in 5 days that'll be 9 training sessions. That's a fair amount for me. That's good. These last 2 weeks are interesting because I need to do some jiu-jitsu. It's pretty much something I've been kind of putting off until the last 2 weeks because I was worried I was going to get injured with my knees or anything, and so I wanted to do it more towards the end, so if I did get injured, I would still get a full good experience. But I need to take advantage of the fact that I'm here and there's jiu-jitsu, and I just need to take advantage of that. Every night there's a class at 6:15 to 7:15 that is focused on no-gi jiu-jitsu, intermediate, and beginner. This guy. In these last 2 weeks, I don't want to overdo myself, but I also want to do everything I physically can. And that may include overdoing myself. Now, the biggest thing to me is the MMA classes, which is MMA grappling, MMA striking, and MMA wall work. Those are the 3 MMA classes that I really care about going to as much as I can, along with beginner MMA and wrestling fundamentals. Those 5 classes are like the most important classes to me. But I need jiu-jitsu, and I need some other things like mobility and whatever. So my limit is 4 training sessions a day. At 4, I'm tapped. I can't do more, but 3 is the sweet spot. But 3 is difficult for me, and I'm going to kind of explain why. Now, when you hear mobility, you might not think of it as a training session, but to me it is. Like, I just got done with mobility. I sweat a lot, and mobility works a lot of tiny muscles that never get worked when you're doing big lifts, because it's to make those muscles more mobile, to make the bigger muscles overall more mobile, and make the bigger joints more mobile. So you're working things that you've never really worked before to make your body work better. So although it technically is like not really a workout, like it's an hour of like almost stretching-ish, it's still, I count it as a workout because it is to me. In these last 2 weeks, it won't be. So mobility will be my like 4 classes a day, but it won't be like 3 classes a day including mobility. It'll be 4 classes a day including mobility. So 3 other classes. That's when it comes down to what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go through the schedule. These will be my last 2 weeks, as long as I'm not sick, dying, injured, whatever. These will be my last 2 weeks. On Monday, I will start the day at 9 a.m. with wrestling fundamentals. Wrestling fundamentals will run from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay? My second class of that day is going to mobility, which will run from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. I am then going to do kettlebells from 12:45 to 1:45. The reason for kettlebells, personally for me, is I feel like my cardio gets good and I get some good strength and power conditioning. Like, obviously, I don't like CrossFit. I don't love CrossFit. I don't love strength training. I don't love cardio. But I feel like I get a good mix of all three of those things in kettlebells, and it's fun. I enjoy the class. It gets me dying. It makes my muscles feel good. Like, I feel like I lose a lot of weight doing it. Like, I burn calories. I feel like it makes my core stronger. There's a lot of core workouts. And it's an enjoyable class. And it's in the middle of the day. Like, strength training is like right after training, and it's like I don't want to go from training into training. With mobility, it's into kettlebells, and that's fine. So to finish off Monday from 4 to 5, I'll be doing MMA grappling. There is no-gi jiu-jitsu, but I will be not doing no-gi jiu-jitsu on MMA grappling days because grappling to me is already grappling, and wrestling fundamentals, that's a lot of grappling in one day. There also is SNC that day, which I could do instead of kettlebells. But like I said, going from MMA grappling straight into SNC, like, I can do it and it's pushing my body, but for me, I enjoy kettlebells more. I may do kettlebells the first week, SNC the second week. Who knows? Tuesday is a sparring day that I will not be participating in either weeks. I only be doing 2 sparring sessions. Neither of them will be MMA sparring, just to make that clear. So on Tuesday, my day will start with beginner MMA from 8:30 to 9:30. Then I will go from mobility from 11:30 to 12:30 to kettlebells from 12:45 to 1:45, and then I will watch all the sparring, and then I will do no-gi jiu-jitsu 6:15 to 7:15 on Tuesday. Wednesday, there is no morning class. My first class will either be a super early Muay Thai private or a mobility at 11:30 to 12:30, and then most likely if I do a Muay Thai private in the morning, I will do kettlebells Wednesday. If I do a Muay Thai private in the afternoon at 1, I won't do kettlebells. So hopefully we can get one at like early in the morning, but there's a chance we can't. So we may have to do 1 p.m., which would get rid of kettlebells. Let's say for this instance, we don't be able to get to do kettlebells. If we can't do kettlebells, it'll be mobility, 11:30 to 12:30, and then let's say 1 o'clock is a Muay Thai private, 1 to 2 is a Muay Thai private, and then MMA wall work from 4 to 5, and then no-gi jiu-jitsu from 6:15 to 7:15. If I do kettlebells during that, that'll be a 5-class day. So we may skip kettlebells on that, even if it is possible. On Thursdays, we will be doing beginner MMA at 8:30 to 9:30, mobility at 11:30 to 12:30, kettlebells at 12:45 to 1:45, so that's 3 classes. We will watch wrestling for MMA at 4 to 5, and then we will do striking for MMA at 6 to 7. On Friday, we will do wrestling fundamentals from 9 to 10 a.m. We will then do mobility from 11:30 to 12:30. And then I will not do anything until MMA sparring, which I'll participate in from MMA sparring from 3:30 to 4:30. And then from 6:15 to 7:15, I will do no-gi jiu-jitsu. So, and then Sunday, obviously, I will have a Muay Thai private. And then my final week, I will do boxing and striking sparring at 11 to 12 and a Muay Thai private, hopefully about 7 a.m. if possible. So my final Saturday will include 2 training sessions of sparring. So it'll be 2 sparring days in a row and a Muay Thai private in a row. But then I'm done training. I'm just going to be airport lounging, so all good to go. If I calculate how many classes that will be in these final 2 weeks, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, including the Sunday, and then 22 the final week. So my last 2 weeks, my last 10, technically 12 days of training will be about 42 classes. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. That's my hope and my goal. If it doesn't go like that, it doesn't go like that. But right now, that is what I'm hoping. Now, jiu-jitsu is beginner and intermediate, so I don't expect it to be incredibly hard. And, like, I may sit out some live rounds. Like, I may not do live rounds for MMA grappling on Monday. And then I may not do live rounds for striking for MMA on Thursday because I'll be sparring on Friday. So I may sit out those 2 live rounds, but the rest I plan to do. But yeah, that's basically, I just wanted to like kind of talk out loud and kind of say, you know, what I'm going to be doing my last 2 weeks. You guys will hear from me later on tonight, like a full day recap, how my day was, everything like that. But, you know, yada yada. But for now, I just kind of wanted to come out, like I said, and just kind of speak it out loud, just so I can kind of get it in my brain. This is what I'm doing. Tomorrow, we're going to go see the Odyssey. Hype for that. And then Sunday we'll have a Muay Thai private, and then Monday, you know, we're kicking into our last 12 days. So yeah, you guys will see me later to recap the day.
What's up? So it's gonna be dark. Sorry about that. Not really though. Let's see. So you guys have already basically seen like half a video, or like a whole video basically, because I made a bit of a video earlier. Made a bit of an earlier video talking about some shit. But yeah, I did wrestling fundamentals, mobility, watched sparring, had 3 good meals. Sparring was fun to watch. Yep, that about covers it. We're gonna go see Odyssey tomorrow, about 3:15 p.m. showing. Other than that, we have to go take laundry to get done and schedule the Muay Thai private for Sunday. Right now, I'm going to watch Kung Fu Panda. And then, I'm not sure yet. Maybe the Batman or Doom Part 2, or maybe some Avatar or some Attack of the Clones. I kind of want to watch some Attack of the Clones. I'm in an Attack of the Clones mood. I'm in a Star Wars mood after Kung Fu Panda. But yeah, you guys are going to see me from about like 7 hours ago. Yeah, I'm excited to go see the movie tomorrow. It'll be an in-depth review tomorrow along with UFC predicts for the Kamaru Usman and Dricus du Plessis card, which I will also be watching. But yeah, I mean, don't got much else to say. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. I hope you guys have a good Friday, and yeah, peace out.